What's up, guys? Anthony DiClemente here with the Health Blueprint, and in today's video I've got two pieces of advice for you. One is going to be a nutritional element, and in that I'm going to cover the hidden ingredient in your almond milk, or even in some cases your coconut milk, that could be causing cancer or digestive distress. So if you're dealing with digestive problems, you're going to want to tune in. And then I'm going to give you a quick back workout that you can do in 5 or just 10 minutes outside, anywhere where you have a chin-up bar, pull-up bar, or even a door-mounted bar in your own apartment. Okay, so first, let's talk about almond milk and the problem with a lot of the almond milks out there. Right here, I have organic rice dream, which is what I use a lot in my smoothies and recommend to clients. Now, pretty much any non-dairy milk product is going to have its advantages and its disadvantages. So the advantage in a non-dairy milk substitute is that it's not milk. And many of us have lactose intolerance and aren't able to digest some of the proteins and other compounds that are immunogenic and allergenic in milk. But vegan and vegetarian alternatives are not without their downsides. So for example, if we look at one of my favorites, which is this organic rice dream, we have canola oil and safflower oil in there. And many of you are probably wise to the fact that vegetable oils can be inflammatory and they can throw off our omega-3 to omega-6 ratio. And inflammation can cause all sorts of degenerative diseases, ranging from pain to a lot of the obesity-related and degenerative conditions that we face today. Wow, really stumbled over that one, but anyway, we'll move on. So the good side of this, being that it's organic, the canola oil is not genetically modified. So most canola oil, higher than 80% of canola oil that's in our food supply, and canola oil is used in everything because it's dirt cheap, is GMO. So at least when you have the organic, you're not dealing with the genetic modification in addition to the inflammatory properties of the canola oil. And then let's take our focus over to almond milk and some of the issues with that. There's an ingredient that is in almost all almond milks. So if you're an almond milk drinker, what I want you to do is take your almond milk and look at the ingredients list and see if there is something called carrageenan in your almond milk. And if there is, you're gonna really wanna pay close attention, because what carrageenan is, it is an extract from the it's a sulfated polysaccharide extract that is taken from an edible red algae plant. And it's used as a thickening agent in many foods in the dairy meat industry and also in almond milk. And some of the problems with carrageenan is that in rat studies and even monkey studies, they have found that carrageenan can cause colitis-like symptoms. So colitis being digestive problems. Colitis is a condition that's often, it's similar to like irritable bowels and Crohn's, and it's typically attributed to a lot of the grain-based and wheat-based foods that contain gluten, but there are other compounds that can mimic the same effects of gluten, and one of those is carrageenan. So a lot of people that are dealing with digestive issues, and clients that I work with one-on-one, I tell them to be really careful with their almond milk selection and make sure that you're getting an organic almond milk that does not contain carrageenan, because that can exacerbate these digestive symptoms. There is some controversy around this, and there are some people that have said that carrageenan is not linked to digestive problems and is not linked to cancer, but there are studies on both sides of the fence. And frankly, until we know more, I recommend just playing it safe. I'm not claiming to have all of the answers, but if there is a food that has been linked to cancer and digestive problems, it's probably better that you steer clear and stick with foods that don't have that same reputation. So again, when you're choosing your almond milk, or even if it's like a rice milk, make sure it's organic so that you're avoiding the genetically modified ingredients like canola oil, if it's not organic, and carrageenan, which is found in a lot of almond milks. It's actually hard to find almond milks that don't contain carrageenan. So hopefully you found that tip helpful. Now we'll go to today's workout tip, which is a back workout that you can do in as little as 5 minutes once you get strong, and it can take upwards of 10 minutes when you're still getting used to it. So it involves pull-ups and chin-ups. So pull-ups, palms facing away from you, chin-ups, palms facing towards you. And what you do is you essentially do sets of 3. So you do 3 chin-ups and then 3 pull-ups, take a little bit of a rest, and you can rest in between each set as needed. Now, what if you're unable to do even 1 pull-up or 1 chin-up? What can you do instead? So what I recommend, they have contraptions that are like elastic bands that you can hook up to the chin-up bar, and then you wrap it around your foot, and it provides assistance. So let's say I weigh about 210 pounds. If I were to use one of these straps and put my feet in it, it would probably take about 30 to 50 pounds off of my body weight and make it much easier for me to do a pull-up. Now that's one option. I find those to be a little bit unstable and kind of rickety. So what is a much easier solution, what I do with, or what I used to do with clients when I would train at the gym, was we would take one of those benches where you can adjust the incline. So like the same way that you would use a bench for dumbbell presses, you take the bench and you put it on an incline, right? So you have this incline bench, and then you have the chin-up bar here, if you can see this. And what you do is you walk up the bench on the incline, and you rest one foot at the top, and then you've got your chin-up bar here, and you use your foot that's on the bench as an assist. So one leg is draping off, one foot is on the bench, you go down, you do your pull-up, and then you push into your leg as much as you need to get the full range of motion. So you're basically using that plank bench as an assist, and you've got your feet on there, and you can use that to help, and then you gradually adjust the amount of assistance that you give yourself so that you are able to do pull-ups with less and less help. And that's the way that I recommend it. If you don't have a gym membership, you can do this with a chair. Take a chair, pull it up underneath the pull-up bar or the chin-up bar, put your feet on there, put your toes on there, and let's say you've got like your knees bent. I don't know if you guys can see this, but you've got your knees bent. You can then extend by flexing your quadriceps and straightening your legs and pushing your toes into the chair, and use that to help pull yourself up. So that's an option as well if you don't have a gym membership. Now, let's say you're at the point where you've built up your strength and you've practiced. At the beginning, a lot of this is just repetition. So you need to kind of build that strength, and that involves spending a lot of time just getting a little bit stronger. Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he was young, he would stay in the gym until he completed 100 pull-ups. And he was only able to do like that at the beginning. He could do 2, 3, maybe 4 at a time. And then after that, the subsequent sets, he'd be able to do like 1 repetition. But he said, you know what, I'm gonna stay in the gym no matter how long it takes until I've completed 100 pull-ups. And when you have that no matter what it takes mentality, and you stay in there until you've hit that goal, you're gonna get stronger a lot faster. What most people do is they do like 4 pull-ups, and then they're gassed out and they walk away and they're done. So it does take a little bit more of a time commitment at the beginning, but once you've got it, it's worth it. And you can get a lot more work done in a lot less time. So I'm about to show you this back workout, and just to compare the benefits of doing something like this. So as I said, I weigh 210 pounds. So every repetition of chin-ups and pull-ups, I'm lifting 210 pounds. Now compare that to someone maybe doing, say, bicep curls, where they've got like 15-pound dumbbells. Every time they do a repetition, it's 15 pounds in each arm, so 30 pounds that they're doing. Now compare lifting 210 pounds to 30 pounds, and then you imagine the additional muscle building and fat burning benefits of those 2 exercises. I mean, it's roughly 7 times more for every repetition. So there are a lot of benefits to getting yourself to a point where you can do a workout like this in just 5 minutes. So now that I've impressed that upon you, I'll show you the workout real quick and just kind of walk you through it, and then hopefully you guys can give it a try your own and let me know what you think. So we start out, you've got your pull-up bar. We're gonna start with pull-ups, so palms facing away. You get a wide grip, and what you wanna do is you want to lift your sternum, retract your scapula, pull your abs in, and engage your shoulders. So what a lot of people do is they'll hang, and we don't wanna do that. We want to keep the shoulder girdle engaged to protect the joints, keep a slight bend in our elbows, chest lifted, and we're going to do 3 repetitions of pull-ups. Nice and easy, very sub-maximal work here. So inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. You're doing the work. Now take a little rest. So I'm recovering right now, and you can take more rest or less rest as you feel needed. Then go to the shins. So now the palms are facing me, hitting a little bit more bicep recruitment, still getting the back. Good. So now, we've done 3 pull-ups and 3 chin-ups. Now I'll continue for a little bit so you guys can see, but I'm gonna stay here and do this until I've completed 50 repetitions total. So about 25 pull-ups and 25 chin-ups. And for me, where I'm at right now, that'll take me less than 5 minutes, which is a pretty good workout if you're thinking 50 repetitions times 210 pounds. There's a lot of muscle activation that's taking place. But you got to put in the work on the front end, and you got to learn how to do the chin-ups and pull-ups using that advice that I gave you earlier in the video. So hopefully you found that helpful. I'm going to stick around and do a little bit more of the workout. You guys are welcome to hang out, or if you've got the value from this video and you want to go give it a try yourself, feel free to do so. If you want help and you'd like me to guide you through this stuff, you can get more information at healthblueprintcoaching.com. We've got a video there where I share a little bit of my story, talk about some of my clients that have lost over 100 pounds and how you can get involved. So check out healthblueprintcoaching.com, or you can send me a text to my personal number, which is 847-989-3743. I thank you for your time. I appreciate you hanging out here, and I look forward to talking to you soon. I'm going to keep going with my workout. You guys are welcome to hang out and do it, or if you got to run, I understand. I know we're all busy. So thanks a lot for your time. So now, that's 6 pull-ups and 3 chin-ups. Let's get another 3 chin-ups. And you'll be surprised, breaking it down into these small sub-maximal chunks, it makes it easier for you to actually do a lot more. Whereas if I did, say, 20 or 30 chin-ups or pull-ups, I'd be pretty gassed. And it would take me a while to recover and to do more. This, every set is pretty easy, and I'm able to pretty much get to straight 50 with hardly any rest in between. Now I've been resting a little bit more just talking to you, but you get the idea. So. All right, so nine pull-ups and 6 chin-ups. Let's get another 3 chin-ups. All right, so we're at 18. 9 pull-ups, 9 chin-ups. Let's get another 3 pull-ups. Good. So 12 pull-ups, 9 chin-ups. And if you guys missed the tip earlier about carrageenan, the ingredient that's in most almond milks that has been linked to colloids, digestive problems, and even cancer, I'm going to repost this video. We'll have it up on our YouTube channel, and then we'll put it on the Health Blueprint Facebook page and private group, and I'll probably put it on my personal page too. So those are some other places that you can find it on Facebook. We're at thehealthblueprint.com, so you can go there and like the page and all that good stuff. All right, chins. Or did I lose track? I don't even know. Good. So I think that's 12 chin-ups and 9 pull-ups. Let's see. Get another 3 pull-ups. All right. So I think we're at like 12 and 12. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going until I've gotten to 50. So 25 pull-ups, 25 chin-ups, and that's pretty much it. It's simple, but there's a lot of muscle activation taking place. It's very easy to do. You can get a door mount and do this in your apartment and or your house. If you have a gym, like I said, you can get a bench and use it as an assist, put it on an angle, and use that to push your feet in and take a little bit of your body weight off of your back. And yeah, so hopefully that helped. I'm Anthony DiClemente with thehealthblueprint.com. If you want help, go to healthblueprintcoaching.com or send me a text, 847-989-3743, and I'll talk to you soon.